Getting back into our normal routine today, I had my landscaping guys over here yesterday, power washing my house, my pool deck, and all that stuff. Kind of hard to record with all that noise going on outside. That's why I only got one video up yesterday. That's why I put two videos up for you guys on Sunday. But yesterday we talked about Urban Meyer and how leadership and coaching is different from the college level to the NFL. Leadership styles are completely different in college football than the NFL. In college, the players are a hell of a lot more impressionable than they are in the National Football League. Saturday night in Tuscaloosa, we saw an example of poor leadership. And to be honest with you, downright immaturity from grown men. But in that ugly incident, we also saw an example of a young man who knows how to control his emotions. I've got a few video clips that I'm going to share with you guys in just a second. Hopefully, YouTube will allow all of them to go through. You guys know how it is sometimes. Even with the Fair Use Act, YouTube likes to copyright strike videos sometimes when I use other video clips. But let me just paint the backstory for you guys first. Alabama and Houston are two of the top college basketball programs in the country. They faced off against each other Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. Game was broadcast on ESPN. And it was a close game, tight game. Came down to the final seconds. With 25 seconds to go, freshman guard J.D. Davison put Alabama up by 1 point on a putback dunk. On Houston's ensuing possession, J.D. Davison blocked the Cougars' final shot to give Alabama the win. Trophy all the same night. Let's watch one more time. Kelvin Sampson, head coach in Houston. Kelvin Sampson and the rest of the team, they thought that was goaltending. They wanted the play to be reviewed. The officials, they refused to review the play. They left the court. Game over. They tried to leave the court. Kelvin Sampson was trying to stop them. But the game was over. Check out the clip of what happened after that for yourself. As you can see, they ain't happy. And look, I understand their frustration. It was a crucial call, a game altering play. And when you're on the wrong side of it, you at least want the play to be reviewed, even if you're in the wrong. But the officials made the right call here. How many times have we complained about officials having too much of an impact on the outcome of games? You want games decided by players, not referees. It is maddening when I'm watching the NFL, under 2 minutes to go in a close game, and officials bail out an offense with a questionable pass interference call. Or in the NBA, when a foul is called with 2 seconds left, and the game is decided at the free throw line instead of regular game action. It takes all the suspense out of it. So I actually give credit to these officials for letting the game be decided by the players on the floor and not some bullshit replay review. I mean, come on. How anticlimactic would that have been? There's no time left. They run over to the sideline to review the play. Then they announce the winner. This isn't a damn beauty contest or a reality game show where the winner is supposed to be announced by a host. This is basketball. The outcome of the game needs to be decided by the players on the court. The problem comes in with the reaction from head coach Kelvin Sampson and his son, Houston assistant Kelvin Sampson. At the end of every basketball game, whether it be at the high school level or at the NBA level, as soon as that clock hits triple zeros, what happens? The coaches immediately walk over and they shake each other's hands. It happens after every game, whether it's game 1 of the regular season or game 7 of the NBA Finals. But did not happen in this game. Alabama head coach Nate Oates, he's just standing there on the court, has his hand out, waiting for Kelvin Sampson to come over and shake it. Kelvin Sampson never comes over. He decided, to hell with that, I'm just going to walk off the court. Now, what his son did was even worse. Kelvin Sampson, he walks off the court into the tunnel after he's in a fit of rage. He's got several of his players following behind him. Now, he had several options here as to how he could handle himself. A, He could control his emotions, control his anger, show his young players how you conduct yourself in a situation like this. B, you can gather your players, get them into the locker room as quickly as possible and away from the emotional scene on the court. Or C, you could throw a temper tantrum, pretend you're a WWF wrestler, and break a chair. I'll show you guys what Kelvin Sampson chose to do. You notice what happened there, right? Kelvin Sampson breaks the chair, and one of his players followed his lead. Now, would that player have broken that chair had Kelvin Sampson not done so? We'll never know, but it's unlikely. When the kid saw the adult, saw the leader breaking the chair, what kind of message do you think it sent him? It's okay to act out right now. The coach is doing it, so I can do it too. But there was a silver lining in this situation. Jamal Shead, he is a sophomore on the Houston team, and in this particular scenario, was one of the very few who kept his composure. After his teammate kicked over that garbage can, spilling shit all over the floor, Jamal Shead made it right. I don't know the background of that kid. I don't know if he was raised in a two-parent home or by a single mother, by a grandmother. I don't know. What I do know, whoever raised him, they raised him right. When you're in a highly emotional situation like this, your instincts take over. Whatever instinct that might be is a direct reflection on how you were raised by your parents. The instinct of Jamal Shead was to make this right. Pick up the shit my coach and teammate threw all over the floor. If this kid was not a captain on this team, he should be now. Here you have a 19, 20-year-old kid showing the adults how you're supposed to behave. Now, to Kelvin Sampson's credit, he did apologize Sunday for his behavior and the behavior of his team. He called both the coach and the athletic director at Alabama personally to apologize for his actions. Now, I'm not going to beat up too badly on him for this. I can't think of another instance like this in Kelvin Sampson's career. We all make mistakes in highly emotional situations. It's not like this was Bobby Knight, a repeat offender for childish outbursts. I understand why Kelvin Sampson and his team were pissed off, and I rarely defend officials, but they made the right call here. Let the players decide the outcome of the game. The way certain media sites covered this story has been interesting, to say the least. Particularly Mediaite, who has become notorious for producing clickbait headlines. I use Mediaite regularly as a source for stories. Their headline on this one: college basketball players and coaches throw temper tantrum, trash arena after controversial call. Come on. When I think of something being trashed, I picture complete destruction, like rock stars trashing hotel rooms in the late 80s. Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars, they didn't trash Alabama's arena. One player kicked over a trash can. That was it. I'm actually surprised that the media didn't spin this into a story about toxic masculinity. Look at all those men, young men, displaying toxic male behavior. They should immediately be required to attend sensitivity training to remove all signs of male behavior. But let me know what you guys think. Does Kelvin Sampson have a legitimate gripe here? I think the officials made not only the right call, it wasn't a goaltend, but the right decision not to review the play. Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.